Hello, people of the interwebs. It's me, KimDestructo, and I'm here to do basically a gacha game tier list that I've been wanting to do for a while. So here we are. We have these tier options here. Of course, S tier be like something that I play on basically a daily basis. I always try to keep up with events and everything. A is like I will play every now and then. I really like it, but it's not like a daily basis thing, or maybe something happened and I just don't play it every day anymore, or I can't play it as often as I should, but I still play more often than obviously the rest of the tiers. And it kind of goes down from there. To start off, we have Aether Gazer, which I played very little of, but the little I played, I probably would put it in the B tier right now. But it's actually the little I played has been really good. So it's definitely like a game I want to play more of, but I have so much gacha games on my plate, it's kind of hard to get to it, but it's definitely there. Next one we have Arknight's Enfield, kind of a newer one. Oh man, I've played probably several hours of Enfield so far, and honestly, would have to go into C tier. It's like it's not bad, but it's kind of doing like a Arknight's version of like Hoyoverse games, and with some more complicated stuff on it, at least in my opinion, and I don't really like that. Next, Arknights, the original Arknights, is a game that I do play literally every day. Well, of course, it'll be S tier, because it's gonna be there. And then we have Ash Echoes, which I used to play a crap ton of it, primarily on Steam. I played a little bit on my phone, but since it's on Steam, I've been primarily playing on Steam, and I really like it. I really do. It's definitely something like I will come back to every now and then, but I don't know. It makes it a hard one. It's like I kind of want to put it in A, but I kind of want to put it in B. Um, because honestly, one of the things I like about Ash Echoes, it is quite lenient on the pity. Not like a lot or anything, but like there's some gacha games that are more lenient, some that are not. This is kind of on the more lenient side, so part of me wants to go with the A because I'll definitely come back to it. But part of me wants to do B because like I honestly have not touched it in months by this point, so we're gonna put it in B for now, and then I kind of want to put it in A. I do want to put it in. We'll put it in B. We'll put it in B. We'll keep it at B right now. Azur Lane. One game that I never really stop talking about and such. I definitely want to get a lot of Azur Lane figures. Well, maybe not a lot, but I want to get quite a few Azur Lane figures. I don't have any Azur Lane figures yet, but let me not go on a tangent. Obviously, will be an S tier for me. I know a lot of people give it hate. Apparently not a lot of people like Azur Lane. From what I've been seeing on other tier lists and YouTube videos and stuff, like a lot of people seem to think it's either like an F or it's mid at best, and I mean you're entitled to your own opinion. If you think the same way, that's cool. For me, I really like the gameplay. I like the autonomy of it, um, while also having the option to do manual and play on your own. And it's pretty easy gameplay in my opinion. And the pity is actually pretty good. And then also there's the chance of getting like characters as you grind through events or like, and it's not like a hard grind or anything, but it's like if you just play through the event, you play enough, which is actually not like a lot, uh you could get certain characters, and then other ones you have to rely on pity for, and it's like, and even the pity is pretty lenient in my opinion. It's definitely on the side. Same thing with Ash Echoes, but it's also challenging too because it's like you're not guaranteed to get every single character right. Like I've had trouble lately where I be missing like the last character in an event or in the pool at that time. So but I be trying. But I still play. Azur Lane is definitely something I play on a daily basis, and right now I am doing their new event. their new Iron Blood event, and Iron Blood's my favorite faction in the Azur lane, so have to get these characters. Anyway, get these ships. So S tier. So next we got Bang Dream Girls Band Party. Of course, I like my Bang Dream Girls. You know, I liked how they did the Bang Dream Ava Mujeka collab with Arc Knights recently. I couldn't get all the characters, but all the collab characters, but I did get, I think, 2 of them. That event was hard as frick to play. Like to play through the event, it was hard as frick. Much less the actual like gacha system, but or like the head hunting system. But we're talking about Bang Dream Girls Band Party here, which I haven't really touched in a while. Um, so honestly, I would have to put it in about a B tier because I haven't touched in a while, but I'll definitely get back to it. It's just been a hot minute. Um, Honestly, I'll put it in C tier because I know there's a similar game that I want to put in B tier that I like a little bit more. Not gonna say if you could guess. Good for you. But um, honestly, I'll keep it in C tier for now. I might move it up to B tier. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Next, we have Black Clover M, which I never played, so it's definitely gonna be in the haven't played. It's something I know of. That's why it's added to this. It's a game, a gacha game I know of. Um, but I'm not a big Black Clover fan. Um, so honestly, I don't think I will play. So it'll be haven't played and won't play. Not like it's bad. I just giving it fair assessment. You know, that's why I have the haven't played, you know, tiers on here. I don't want anyone to take it, oh, that it's bad or that it's good or anything like that. No, I haven't played, so I'm gonna, I can't give it a fair judgment. All I know is, as someone that's not a Black Clover fan, I'm not gonna play it, and that's that. If you're a fan, hey, let me know if it's good or not in the comments below. Yeah. And next we have Bleach Brave Souls, and honestly, it was something I was planning on playing. I am a fan of Bleach, um, since like I was a kid in middle school. Uh, but I honestly don't think I'll play it at this point because it's like I originally planned to and I just never got around to it. So, and I'm kind of like in that mode where I don't think I will. I don't think I will. So, haven't played but won't play. Blue Archive. Let me tell you about Blue Archive. I really don't want to go on a tangent, but the Blue Archive, I really like Blue Archive. I really, really do. But it's not something I play on an everyday basis. Hell, I may play it every few weeks or so, like, or once a month. Um, and the thing is, it's like I ended up buying like a Blue Archive shirt a while back and never wore it. I haven't really touched Blue Archive for a while, and it's kind of because that pity system's pretty challenging. Um, and I've heard people say it's actually a pretty lenient pity system, and some that say that it's hard. Some say that, oh, next on, and their pity system's usually difficult. And you could say the same about, like, I guess like Maple Story or something. But for me, it has been difficult, so it kind of pushes me away from playing it. So, but I still really like it, so I'll put it in A tier. Just because it still can be fun to play, but I don't play it that often. And I probably should play it often. So honestly, at this point, I think because I put it in A tier, I will have to put Ash Echoes in A tier as well. So honestly, it makes me want to bring this to B tier. And then we have Blue Protocol Star Resonance, which I did a video on quite a while back, around the time it actually came out. And I played a little bit of it. It's definitely, like, if you like I said, like Genshin Impact, Hoyoverse games, like, I would say more like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. It's similar to that for its gameplay wise, even to the art to some extent, if you like that. Um, the gacha system itself is not really for characters. I think it's for like outfits and like power ups and stuff. So, I mean, I still like the game quite a bit. I haven't touched it in a while. So, honestly, it's something I will have to put into C tier. Just I can't really justify why it's in the C tier, but I know I just haven't played it in a while. I haven't touched it in a while since I done like a little bit after the video. I still played it after the video, but after that I didn't. I stopped. And I don't know if I will get back to it. I probably will still check every once in a while. Um, even Enfield, but it's not something I'll keep going back to that often. So, Brave 9 is a game that I haven't played, I've heard of, I've seen on Steam, but I haven't played yet, and honestly, I plan to play. It looks interesting. It looks like a turn-based combat kind of thing, and it just seems interesting, so I plan to play that. Brown Dust 2 is something I found out recently. It's a game I found recently, and I haven't played either, but I do have some interest in it, so we're gonna plan to play. Then we got Counterside, which I hate that I missed the Hololive collab, but Counterside, I played a little bit, mostly on mobile, and then I started playing it on Steam a little bit. I haven't really played much on Steam, but I played it on mobile, and I really like it so far. Um, how often I would go back to it, I don't know. It's kind of honestly in the same realm as Aether Gazer. Ether Gazer. I'm saying that wrong. So I'll probably put it in the B tier just for that. Like I don't know how often I'll really go back to it, and I don't go back to it that often. So then we have D4DJ Groovy Mix. I love my rhythm games, and I do really love this game. So the thing is, it's not something I go to every day either, but I will have to put it in an A tier because I definitely will come back kind of often to it. So, and then we have Danmachi Battle Chronicle, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Of course, this is like their gacha game. Um, I haven't played. I feel like I played, but just for the sake of this, I'm gonna say I haven't played, but I'll probably play a little bit. I don't know how far I really would get into it, but I'll play a little bit. And I do like Danmachi, so. Then we got Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, which I haven't played. Found out about it recently, so plan to play. Disney Twisted Wonderland. I've actually liked Disney's Twisted Wonderland. I played very, very, very little. Um, and then something happened. I don't remember what happened, but something happened and it made me stop playing. So I have to put it in a D tier. I don't want to put it in an F, but I'll put it in a D tier just because I just wish I could remember what happened. So this right now, it's in a D tier, but it's not definite. This is not definite. It could possibly move up. I might have to just try and see it because I can't remember what happened, why I stopped playing. I know something made me mad that made me stop playing, so I just can't remember what now. And then we have Dissidia Duelim Final Fantasy, which I haven't played. I played other Dissidia games like back on PlayStation, but I have not played this one specifically on mobile. So I plan to play because I do like my Final Fantasy. Echo Apocalypse Scarlet Covenant, which I previously planned to do a video on and it never came to. Uh, but I really like the game. It is like I don't want to say graphic, but let's just say sexy. It's a sexy game. And I really like the game. The only thing is like you can play it on Steam, but it's very unoptimized on Steam. So if you do play Echo Apocalypse, it's better to play on mobile. So I definitely have it on mobile at this point. but I will put it in A tier because I do come back pretty often, and also it does got a pretty lenient pull system as well. Uh, that's another reason why I like it. It's and yeah, I mean, I like a pull system that isn't too hard and isn't too easy, but I like it more on the easier side, obviously, because I like collecting these characters. So next we have Epic 7, which I played very little of, and then I just never touched it again. And this was like a long time ago, back when it came out. So I this is another one that I don't know if I'll ever go back to it, and I don't know if I could really accurately tier it. So I just have to put in a D as well. So both Twisted Wonderland and Epic 7 is something I touched but haven't touched again and probably won't touch again. I mean, Twisted Wonderland I'll probably touch again, like I said, just to see what pissed me off if it's still there. Epic 7 I probably wouldn't touch again. So it's a D. Then we have Fate Grand Order, which honestly straight to B. Just straight to B. Just because it's probably my gateway mobile gacha game. And mind you, I said mobile gacha game. So, and I've had a hard time getting characters on there, so it's kind of one of the reasons. But I'm also a big Fate fan, so it's weird putting it in B. A part of me wants to put it in A, but I'm like, I don't know if I can. So, right now, I just have to put it in a B. I feel like it's so unfair, but I have to put it in a B. And then we have Genshin Impact, of course, our first Hoyoverse game on this list. Genshin Impact, honestly, it's something I still check back every once in a while. Not often, but I would have to put it in an A, because I do check it quite a bit. Do check it quite a bit. Honestly, kind of a giveaway. The Hoyoverse games I do have on here might all be A's, because I still check back every once in a while, but at the same time, it's like, I'm kind of an install, uninstall kind of fight with them, because they're some of the biggest freaking gacha games memory wise ever. Like ever. They'd be like in 100 gigs, guys. It's crazy. Girls Frontline, the first one. Gonna have to put it in the B tier because I don't play it as much as I used to. I used to play like a lot of it and then I just stopped. And then now they actually added the first one on Steam. So I might get back into it, but right now I'm gonna sit it at a B because I haven't touched it in a while and like these, it's like I'll get back to it, just not often. Girls Frontline 2, Exilium, which I feel like I've touched on it before. Part of me feels like I did a video, but I think I just touched on it before. And my memory's just fading, but guys, I'm sorry. And honestly, this one I will put also in a B, because it's the same as Girls Frontline. I don't touch it as much, but I'm definitely going back to it every now and then. Um, Honestly, I'm just like kind of want to put it in A because I do check it more than the first one at this point. So I'll probably keep it at an A. That's where I'm gonna keep it. And of course, they have it on Steam as well. They have the first and second on Steam now. So yay! Optimization's kind of meh, but better than Echo Apocalypse on Steam right now. Then we have Goddess of Victory Nike, which I would put in S tier. I really would, but because of how upset I got with the Licorice Recoil collab that I was looking forward to so much. I was able to get Kurumi because just by logging in you could get Kurumi and she's my favorite Liko Rico character. And then I was able to get Takina, but I had to pull so much to finally build up enough currency in the store to buy her in the store. And I could not get Chisato for shit. So I'm still salty about that. So a part of me is like, I gotta put in an A tier. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, Nikki, I don't go on it every day anymore. I used to. Even before the collab, I didn't really go on it every day. But honestly, I might have to stick it in an S tier because it's one of the other games that I would go on most often. Besides Arknights and Azure Lane, Nikke will probably be the third or so most I go on a kind of daily basis, or I check most on. So it's gonna be S tier. Then we have Hatsune Miku, Colorful Stage. I'm a Miku fan. It's automatically an S tier. I mean, come on. It's a rhythm game. It's a project. It's technically a mobile Project Diva game, but it's not strictly to Miku songs or the like Krypton Vocaloid songs. Like they have like Gumi songs on there. They have Kaf, Kafu songs on there and stuff. And of course they do the collabs. They had think the Toho one recently. I don't know if it's still going. I actually have not checked in a bit, but because I haven't played in a bit, but so no, it's not something I check every day, but it's on the S tier because it's Miku and it's something I still play quite a bit, just not on a day-to-day basis. Then we have Heaven Burns Red, which I've done a video on. I really actually do like the game, and I love the story so far. I love the characters, especially the main character. Um, but I haven't really touched it that often. Will I go back? Yeah. So honestly, I would put it in a B tier just because I don't go back as often as I should. But I would definitely go back. Then we have Honkai Third Impact or Honkai Impact Third, as usually it's written. Honestly, I haven't played it that much. Um, it was like mid to me, to be honest. I don't know if I would really go back to it, so I would have to put in a D. Then we have Honkai Star Rail, which you guys already know. I kind of gave it away. It's gonna go in an A tier because I do check on it on a day-to-day basis. And as of the recording of this video, there has been an update that they're gonna add Gilgamesh and uh Tosaka. I don't know why I can't say her name at all. Rin. Duh. Rin. So they're adding Gilgamesh and Rin. I think it's not gonna be until July they add it, at least in the English. Excuse me. So I'm looking forward to that. I have Archer and I have Saber already, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, again, I just said I'm a Fate fan, so it's something I do check back every now and then. Infinity Nikki. Still haven't played Infinity Nikki. I've been wanting to do a video for you guys, and then it seems like it kind of just went downhill for them or for the game, and I keep debating whether I should play it or not. So I honestly will probably still play it. I just don't know when. That's kind of really up in the air. So then we have Lord of Nazarick, which is a gacha game based on the Overlord anime, which is one of my favorite animes, like top 5 favorite anime for me. Um, and I played quite a bit of it, and I was able to get quite a bit of the characters. I haven't touched it in a while, but I would go back to it. Honestly, I would put it in A tier, just cause I'll put it in B tier, cause I don't check on it as much as I should. But I do really like it, and again, I'm a big fan of the Overlord anime series. Um, One of my favorite anime, so I'll put it in a B tier, at least for now. But it's kind of like a between A and B, depending on how often I actually look at it, but which is not that often. Okay, then we have Love Live School Idol Festival, which to me is very similar to the Bang Dream game. Um, so I would have to put it also in a B tier because I don't really check on it as much as I should, but I do really like the game, and I would definitely go back, just not as often. So, and then we have Madoka Magica Extra, Extra. I cannot pronounce it. Played a little bit of it. Got through the first couple of stages and parts of the story, and I do like it. I am a Madoka Magica fan. I do like it, but it's not something I would really play often or anything. So I have to put it in an S tier. So gonna kind of run through the rest of these as best I can. I don't want to give too much context into it. Mongol Star Dive. I haven't played, but I plan to play. Mystic Messenger. I haven't touched in a while. I did play a crap ton of it pretty kind of early on in its life. Um, so I'll probably put it about C tier because I don't know if I really would touch it again, but I am also a big fan, so I probably will. I probably will. NTE, Neverness to Everness, a new game that kind of came out recently. I will put it, and I haven't played. I plan to play. I definitely plan to play. I'm planning on doing a video of both Mongol and NTE at some point, so please look forward to that. And uh, so yeah. Okay. Uh, Sorry guys. Had my notes. And my mic just went out. Okay. So we have Pokemon Go, which I do like Pokemon Go, but at best it's mid. It's something I go back to every now and then, but not really anymore. Pokemon TCG, on the other hand, I'll probably go on a little bit more often to do and to check and open packs. So that'll be in the B. Then we have Punishing Gray Raven, which I haven't played too much of, to be honest. It's about the same as Ether Gazer. I tried it a bit. I've gotten a little ways on it, but not too much. So I will put it in the B just because I do need to play more of it, and I may like it even more. We got Reverse 1999, which I played quite a bit of it. I don't think too much, more than like Ether Gazer or Punishing Gray Raven, but I've played enough where I would say it's about mid. I don't know if I would really go back to it as often. Maybe every now and then, but it's something like I would get on kind of when I feel like. It could be every 3 months, could be every 6 months, or I could just be once in a while just trying to check if anything's new, if there's anything I want to do on it. That's about it. We have Shin Megami Tensei's LDX2. I am a fan of a lot of the Shin Megami Tensei games. So when this came out, I thought it was cool. Soundtrack is already fire. Um, but I don't go on as much as I should. And I feel like I heard that they shut down servers, but I could be wrong about that. So, like I said, I haven't touched it in a while. So, I would have to put it at about C. Part of me wants to put it on B just because I would go back to it, and again because I'm the fan of the Shin Megami Tensei games as well as the Fire soundtrack, but because I don't go as often on it, and I don't know if I'll get back to it at least anytime soon, I would have to put it in a C. So got Slime Isekai Memories Tensura, or that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I guess their gacha game. Um, Honestly have not played. Tensura is one of my favorite animes as well, along with Overlord. It's definitely in my top five. Um, I don't know if I would really play it, but I guess I would give it a try. So haven't played, plan to play. I would give it a try. Then we have Snowbreak Containment Zone, which I played a little bit, kind of similar vein as Ether Gazer and Punishing Great Raven. So I would have to put in the same tier as some I would definitely go back to and I need to play more of. Just it's just something that time can allocate basically. So we have Soul Leveling Arise, which is the Soul Leveling animes. uh tie-in gacha game. I played a little bit of it when it first came out. I thought it was okay. I am a fan of Solo Leveling, so that's why I was kind of looking forward to it. But I was also like, what they really gonna do with it, considering how the story is. Because I've read um most of the manual at this point. Um, and I'm caught up on the anime, so I'm just like on it. Um, honestly, I would have to put in the D tier, just because it's not bad, but it's not great. Would I go back to it? Yeah, yeah. Just less often than these. Um, maybe in like a year or so. I don't know. Like, but part of me is like I may never go back to it. So I don't know. This is a very I don't know. That's why it's like I'm leaving it so ambiguous. And so far I have nothing in the F tier, so it's like I feel like it would be bad to put it in the F tier because it's not really a F tier game. It really isn't, in my opinion. It's a D. It's a solid D. Starseed Asnia Trigger, which I did a video on as well pretty early on. I haven't really touched in quite a while, but I do like it, and it is something I would actually get back into every now and then. Not really like often, but kind of in the same vein as these other C tier games where I would check on it every now and then. Um, part of me wants to put it in B tier because I do like it. The story's really good. Um, but it's gonna stay in C. It's just gonna stay in C. Then we have Summoner's War, a game that is probably overly advertised like hell. um, I tried it a little bit and I did not like it. Um, the thing is, I feel like it's such a cop out to say, oh, it's actually not that bad, but I just didn't like it. So for my list, this has to go in F tier. It's an F tier because I did not like it. I just didn't. I tried and I feel like I should play more, and I probably will play a little bit more with like a fresher mind on it because this has been a while. This has been years since I touched it, and I didn't like it then. So I may come back and try it with a fresh mind on it, a little bit different mindset on it, and then we'll see. And I may update you guys if you like on that. So we'll see. But right now it's an F tier because I did not like it. Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I haven't played. Um, I do like Seven Deadly Sins. I do feel like the anime kind of dropped after a while. Uh, but will I play the game? Grand Cross? I would try it. I would try it. Kind of the same vein as the Tensura game. I would try it. The Seven Deadly Sins Origin, probably the same thing, and then I'll probably do a comparison between the two games, two Seven Deadly Sins games. I do have the Knights of Britannia game on PlayStation, so we'll see if it's similar to that or not too. I don't know. If any of you guys have played all three of those games, please let me know any similarities or any comments you have on that. I would like to know. And I don't care if you spoil it. So, we have Toho Lost Word. Of course. Of course. Well, that's going to have to be A tier. I want to put it in S tier. You see I was about to put it in S tier, but I got to put it in A tier. Just because I really like Toho. Like, I just like Toho in general. But I do like the Toho Lost Word game. Music's fire. The gameplay is great. And I mean, I like it, but as much as I would like to put it in S tier, I actually don't play it that often. Um, but I still go back and check every now and then, kind of in the same vein as these other games that are in A tier, hence why it's in A tier. So, okay, and then we have Tower of Fantasy, which is another one that I've seen advertised a lot. I never really played it though, and I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I feel like I might try it, but um, it just never seemed appealing to me. Like every time, I guess it's kind of one of those things where something's overly advertised or overly played, it kind of turns you off. At least for me, it turns me off to it. So I might not play. This is kind of like a between. plan to play and won't play. I may try it, but right now I don't think I'll play it. At least not anytime soon. We have Tower of God, New World, which is the tie-in to the Tower of God, manhwa and anime, which I do like. I kind of like the manhwa more than the anime though. Uh, hot take, but I do like the Tower of God New World game. They did have the Hololive collab, which I done a video on, and I got both characters. So honestly, I haven't touched it really for a while though. So I'll probably put it in C tier. Just cause it's kind of how much I would really touch on it. I kind of want to put it in B tier. We'll put it in B tier cause I touch it as often as these, but not as less as these, if that makes sense. So, um, it's just been a while. It's been a minute. But I do still play it. So we have Tribe 9, which I've had complications with before. Um, trying to play it. But I do like it. I just wish I could play more of it and like better. But I will have to put in C just because I still want to play more of it, like really, really badly, especially as a fan of Danganronpa, and it's made by the same studio who made Danganronpa. So yeah, I definitely want to play more. That's why I don't really want to put it in the D tier. Definitely don't want to put it in the F tier. Um, so it's gonna be a C. Then we have Uma Musume Pretty Derby, um, which the game's been on the rise. The anime has been kind of on the rise recently. It just kind of came out of nowhere. Like the anime and Uma Musume in general hasn't necessarily come out of nowhere, but the popularity that soared from it came out of nowhere. I already been on the bandwagon before you guys, so shh. But we will put it in an A tier because I do check it quite a bit on Steam, mostly on mobile. So it's definitely gonna be there. It's gonna be A tier. Where Wind Meets, which I thought was more like a gacha game, but it's more just like a RPG. Um, I played a little bit of it, and I had to play it a little bit more again after I got my new PC because it runs better. Um, it's a pretty hefty game, but it's alright in my opinion. I probably would play more of it, so I probably would go back to it, but right now it's about a C tier. It's it does give me like Souls-like vibes, which I don't like. Souls-like games, so it's like meh to me. It's definitely mid to me. Got Wuthering Waves, which I will have to put it the same. I literally kind of tie in Wuthering Waves, Aether Gazer, Counterside, Punishing Grey Raven, and Containment kind of all in the same field for me, where it's like the games are good. I would definitely go back to it, but it's not. It's something where those games are something where it's really time allocation that goes into it and just me trying to put time into it because it is quite time consuming to sit down and play those games. You can't just do it like pretty quick compared to like Arc Knights and Azure Lane or even Nika. Like you could put time in those, but it's a little bit quicker to go through compared to these games, if that makes sense. And then we have, last but not least, Zenless Zone Zero, of course, another Hoyoverse game, which we have to put also in the A tier because I do check it pretty often. And again, the only thing I ask is that Hoyo condense your files or something because the 100+ gigs of storage that these games take is just outlandish to me. It's like crazy to me. And especially on your phone because I usually like I would play on PC to actually play, but I would go on my phone, have it on my phone because sometimes like I would play on my phone, mostly kind of just check back on it on my phone because it updates a lot quicker than on PC. On PC, this is the one thing I hate about playing Hoyoverse games on PC is it takes, at least it has taken me 4 to 5 hours to update. Even if it's like one app update after another, and I update pretty often. So it's like it shouldn't, sometimes I cancel it and then just do it another time. Because 4 to 5 hours is just ridiculous to me for it to update. And I don't have a bad internet connection. Of course, I just got a new PC, so it's like it really shouldn't take that long. If any of you out there have that same issue on PC, let me know. If not, what do you do? What do you have? If you don't mind sharing that, that helps it go faster. I would like to know. At your own discretion, of course. Um, so yeah, that's my little Hoyo gripe. But I do like the Hoyoverse games, at least for Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Sunless Zone Zero, known as probably the big three of the Hoyo games. Um, I do really like them. I do check back and stuff. So yeah. This list is the final list, but it's not a complete definite list, as you've heard, as I basically spoke through it. Like especially with these, I'll probably go back and give a little accurate assumption on. I can't English now. And of course, I'll be doing videos on Mongol and NTE at some point. And yeah, so this is like the final list, but not completely final, if that makes sense. Anyways, if you want, I can do another tier list in the future as more games could get added, and as I go back to some of these games, I'll probably give a better opinion on it. So I may do another one maybe in a year, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see. Um, and yeah, let me know what you think about my list, or if you, I will link this tier list that I made. Um, I'll link this tier list in the description as well if you feel like doing it, and you can feel free to share as well, whether it be, on Twitter or not, at me, KimDestructo, if you want me to see it. And yeah, let me leave some comments, man. Leave some comments. Please leave a like if you do like this video. Of course, subscribe if you like content like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.